Who is Absolute Superman? Absolute Superman is Kal-El of the Absolute Universe, a new continuity DC launched in 2024 as part of its all-in on Absolute Universe line on Earth-Alpha. He's still the last son of Krypton, but in this world he's a wandering champion of the oppressed, moving from place to place instead of being Metropolis's full-time hometown hero. Origin: a very different Krypton. Krypton here is a brutal caste system ruled by the Science League's priest scientists. Kal's parents, Jor-El and Lara, are brilliant but shoved into the labor guild, the lowest class. They raise Kal to believe that the workers are the real people of steel. When Jor-El discovers Krypton is dying and the elites secretly plan to escape, Kal leaks the truth to the whole planet. The Els build a ship not just for their son but for neighbors and workers too. The escape goes wrong. The big ship is destroyed, and the passengers survive only in individual AI-guided suits, one of which wraps around Kal and calls itself Sol. Kal drifts through space with Sol for over a year, loses hope, and literally tries to fly into a sun to end it, only to discover that this yellow star supercharges his cells. The ship crashes in Kansas on the Kent farm, where he burns with solar energy and slowly recovers under Jonathan and Martha's care. How the Absolute Universe works. The Absolute Universe is a whole new branch of the DC multiverse, Earth-Alpha, created when Darkseid's essence reshaped a world to run on despair instead of hope. Heroes are meant to be underdogs with key advantages stripped away. Batman without the money, Wonder Woman without her idyllic childhood, Superman without a normal upbringing by the Kents. Darkseid wants this universe as a weaponized reality he can use, an army world to eventually march against the main DC Earth. Powers: abilities. At a basic level, Absolute Superman still has the classic Kryptonian toolkit under a yellow sun. Super strength durability, can tank heavy ordnance and hit hard enough to smash advanced armor. Super speed reflexes, moves and reacts vastly faster than humans. Flight, full Superman-style aerial mobility. Enhanced senses, super hearing, telescopic, and other enhanced vision modes. Heat, energy projection, not just eye beams. He can channel heat as fiery energy from his fists, turning himself into a literal solar weapon. Super breath self-sustenance, can survive extreme environments with minimal need for food or air. On top of that, he's a solid hand-to-hand fighter and intimidating presence. Mechanically savvy thanks to his Kryptonian background and work-class upbringing. The living suit, Sol. One of the biggest twists is his living armor, Sol. Sol is a Kryptonian AI and nanotech suit that wrapped around Kal when Krypton died and has been with him ever since. It manages his solar levels like a battery gauge, powering him up or even forcing a shutdown if he's about to go nuclear. The suit can change form, sometimes with cape, sometimes without, and gives extra shielding and healing. His red S isn't a noble family crest, it's the symbol of the labor guild, turning the working class into his sigil. In some issues, he literally has to step into a mobile solar chamber to recharge when he's burned through too much energy. Strengths. What makes him scary? For a power-scaling audience. Living solar battery, main Superman absorbs yellow sun and passively stores it. Absolute Superman is written as a walking reactor, explicitly able to channel concentrated solar blasts through his gauntlets and fists. Comic book. Com. Suit-enhanced durability healing. Sol can reinforce vulnerable spots, regulate output, and help him recover from overloads that might kill another Kryptonian. Inspiration factor. In a universe built on despair, his biggest power is how much he radicalizes people into hope. We've already seen Lois Lane flip from enforcer to rebel because of him, and entire towns rising up just from his example. Comic book. Com So Raw stats, plus morale buff. He's both the nuke and the spark for revolution. Weaknesses: limits. He's not invincible, and the books lean into that. Kryptonite still hurts. Classic vulnerability remains. Magic can bypass his defenses. Solar dependency. If he's cut off from sunlight or pushed past his limits, Sol has to depower him. Long fights or dark environments can become a real problem. Emotional trauma. This Kal is haunted. Survivor's guilt from losing his family and people, plus years alone in space. The story uses that to put him in darker, more desperate headspaces than the usual big blue boy scout. How he differs from regular Superman. Quick comparison, YouTube style, upbringing. Main Superman, baby rocket, raised from infancy by the Kents in a loving, stable home. Absolute Superman. Escapes Krypton as a teen with other refugees, watches them all die, wanders space for over a year, then crashes on Earth and only briefly stays with the Kents before being hunted by Lazarus Corp. World tone main DC. Earth. Heroes are established icons. Hope is baked into reality. Absolute universe. Darkseid tainted Earth-Alpha, where the system is rigged for despair and authoritarian control. Heroes are fringe underdogs. Powers gear. Main Superman, no permanent AI armor, uses standard Kryptonian biology plus occasional tech. Absolute Superman. Always partnered with Sol, his AI suit, and treated as a literal solar weapon who needs careful energy management. Symbolism. Main. S is the House of El and a symbol of hope. Absolute. S is the mark of Krypton's laborer class, making him the champion of workers and the oppressed from day one. Hero style. Main. Public figure, Justice League leader, based in Metropolis. Absolute. Nomadic folk hero, operating from the shadows and igniting revolutions in a world that's trying to erase him. So, how strong is he compared to classic soups? Right now, the comics are still rolling out, so fans are debating where he lands on the power tier chart. Some analysis points out that his feats could put him above baseline Superman, especially with the concentrated solar blasts and armor, but the ceiling of his powers hasn't been fully mapped yet.